February 18th, it's Mark Zuckerberg's first time facing questions from this jury. The founder of Facebook has been called to answer accusations brought by a 20-year-old woman who says using social media from childhood triggered anxiety and depression. The testimony lasted 8 hours and not a word to the press on his way out, leaving the parents of victims far from satisfied with the answers given by Meta's CEO.
He's fumbling over them, and we just see that as a sign of, he knew perfectly well what was going on. The intention of the company was to prey on teens, use teens' usage, exploit them so they can make greater profits.
Every day for the past 2 months, grieving parents have taken turns showing up in support of the plaintiff. Their own children are no longer here to describe their online nightmare, like addiction to social media or extortion. Lori's daughter took her own life in 2020. She was just 18.
We want the truth, and we want the world to know the truth. And being here in court and telling our kids' stories and him being in there opens up a world where parents really realize that there is concern with social media use and that it's addiction and the design tactics they use. I think that's a win, and I'll take that.
Among the parents is Mary Rohde, who traveled from the state of New York. Her son Riley was 15 when he took his own life.
Riley was the life of the party, so fun, so impulsive, always my child that was hiding around the corner to give me a little scare.
On March 30th, 2021, everything happened in a matter of hours after Riley received a Facebook friend request from a young girl.
He accepts the friend request, goes into the Facebook Messenger where he's communicating with Megan Miller, and it's very flirty and fun, like, you're cute too.
But behind Megan's fake profile was actually a man in the Ivory Coast who then attempted to extort Riley.
It says, wanna try something? And Riley says, sure. And then he gets the bare-chested pic. Riley sent his picture back. Immediately, they write, gotcha, send $3,500 or I'm gonna send this to everyone that you know.
Riley, panicked, ended his life just minutes later. His mother says Facebook should have detected and shut down the conversation immediately.
They should have shut it down the minute someone sent inappropriate content to a child, but they didn't. I'm never getting him back, and I know that, but I know he died for something. He died for this. He died for them to stop killing kids. He died for us to be here today, for Mark Zuckerberg to be on the stand.
In the United States, suicide is the second leading cause of death among teenagers, behind gun violence. In response, specialized facilities have been set up, like this day treatment center, which works with young people between 13 and 17, many of whom are struggling with social media addiction.
The first thing they do is they'll sign in for attendance, and we will take their cell phone.
Ryan Blevis runs a packed daily schedule for his patients.
They sit down. This is a school area. Here we have snacks.
Online classes in the morning, activities and psychotherapy in the afternoon. The goal is to disconnect from social media and reconnect with the real world.
In Los Angeles, the suicide ideation and suicide attempts has gone up over 500% in the last decade. And that's all tied to social media. And they're learning a lot of these things, self-harm, cutting, drug use through social media. It's just giving them access to learn how to have these maladaptive behaviors, and it's a really big epidemic.
Among the teens Ryan works with is Sam, who just turned 17. Last October, his parents insisted he seek help after his social media addiction began taking over his life.
I would isolate in my room for pretty much all day, just comparing myself to these other people, happy people, rich people. I would see that a lot, and it would make me feel worse about myself, but yeah, I would just be scrolling endlessly. There were definitely moments where, yes, I didn't feel like I wanted to be here anymore. Like, I felt hopeless. I felt like there was, I was never going to be happy, so like, why would I even want to be here? But I think like I would never think about actually ending it because of my family. You know, I love my family.
Sam first spent 2 months in a residential facility without a phone before joining the day program. That's when he began to grasp the extent of his addiction.
I cut it out of my life eventually. You know, started not comparing myself, started doing things that actually make me happy. Then I realized that that was the problem all along. It felt like life again. It felt like me again.
After 4 weeks, I started to notice a significant change of standing taller, looking in the eye, communicating, you know, like having real conversations.
During workshops like this music class, Sam is rediscovering creativity and connection with others.
When we start doing your vocals, you want me to have the vocals?
He hopes to return to high school next fall.
We started this like